going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. First things first, I want to thank you guys for bearing with me while I've been moving. And on top of that, this that you see right here is a very temporary setup. That being said, today we got an early look at an Air Jordan 3 that's slated to drop at the end of February, as long as the dates don't change. Without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 3 Cardinal Red. You guys see the correlation with the Cardinals and then the Cardinal Red? Never mind. All right, so look, first impressions of the sneaker. You guys have probably seen it a million times because on YouTube, even when you're early, sometimes you're still late. And even with these shoes, even though this is technically an early review, almost a month before they drop, you guys have probably still seen 1,000 videos about the sneaker. So we're gonna take a little bit of time. We're gonna take a look at the shoe, of course. We're gonna go into what I believe are kind of the inspirations behind the design and how important that inspiration behind the design was. And then finally, kind of what I think of the shoe. And let me just sit here what you guys think of the shoe as well. Let's dive into it. All right, starting with the upper of the shoe here, regular Air Jordan 3 silhouette, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, they did these very, very well. You guys may hear that from a lot of different people, but listen, I'm not joking here. Let's start with the upper here. You guys see how that leather just folds in. Very, very soft, very, very nice tumbled leather all on the upper of the shoe here. Now, here's my thing about Air Jordan 3s. Sometimes you'll notice that that leather is what I call that mixed leather. Now, I don't know if this is a way that the brand is kind of able to get away with not using as much softer leather, or maybe using the leather that's right above the midsole here is actually better maybe for the protection of the sneaker. I don't know, but the soft tumbled leather on the top of the shoe is very, very nice, but you do kind of have that regular grain leather right above the midsole going all around the sneaker, right above the elephant print wrapping around the toe box. So it is what it is, but the leather on the upper, very nice, very soft. Let's talk about the color blocking and the elephant print on the eye stays here. It's giving true blue Air Jordan 3. Elephant print on the eye stays, which is really, really dope. Not just on the heel and around the toe box of the shoe, but also up here by the eyelets. Now, you don't see this very often, but I like the touch. I'm a fan of the elephant print up here. I don't know about you guys. You can sound off below. Cardinal red accents on the upper eyelets of the shoe, on the mid eyelets of the shoe, and then you have this very nice light curry color on the bottom eyelets of the shoe as well. Very, very nice. Beautiful cardinal red paint going all around from the lateral to the medial side of the shoe. Very, very nicely done. A lot of people have been talking about how glossy the paint is, how nice the paint is, things like that. Whatever you want to call it, they did a good job with these. I'm not gonna lie about that. This shoe here was the one that a lot of people were really skeptical about until they got into their hand, but you'd be hard pressed to find a video where somebody actually got these in their hand and still didn't like them. It's a solid shoe. Taking the top down, look at the shoe here. Nothing really different to talk about here. Nice soft tumbled leather in the toe box, regular white laces, no extra laces with these. Would have been dope to get an extra set, but there's so many different places you can get laces from now. I'm sure that you can get another set if you're looking for a set in another color. Let's talk about the tongue a little bit. Light curry Jumpman tongue here. So again, giving us those Cardinal 7 vibes all around the sneaker. Coinciding with that, you get the light curry Jumpman stitched on the tongue. Let's take a look inside of the shoe here. Really nice Cardinal red sock liner and inner lining inside of the shoe here. Kind of neoprene feeling material. Very nice, very soft. Moving around to the heel of the shoe here. Jumpman with the Air underneath it. No other stitching, no Nike Air. I don't know why people really ask for Nike Air if you guys know it's not an OG colorway. So we're going to get the Jumpman, raised Jumpman on this one with the Air on the back, also in that Cardinal red. Very nice touch. I'm not a Jordan 3 snob like that. I can rock a Air Jordan 3 with the Jumpman on the back, but a lot of people, they're like, man, if it's not Nike Air, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not one of those guys. On the outsole of the shoe, classic Air Jordan 3 outsole with that Cardinal red Jordan logo on the heel. And on the insole of the shoe, Cardinal red insole with the white Jumpman logo on the heel. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Air Jordan 3 Cardinal red. Now, here's the thing about this sneaker, guys. It looks fantastic, very, very nicely made. The quality is actually pretty nice on these. I can't complain about that. Super solid colorway. But with all that being said, in my opinion, for a lot of people, this is probably going to be an easy pass. And here's why. There is so many sneakers, and I had to draw that S out on the word so many sneakers, because there's so many sneakers that are getting ready to come out, especially between the month of February and the month of March, that throwing down $200 on a pair of these is just not going to be a priority to a lot of people. We really have gotten to the point in sneakers these days where there's so many sneakers that are coming out, you really have to prioritize whether or not you want to buy this shoe or not, because there's so many coming out afterwards. February means tax time, which means that Air Jordan is going to be coming out with all the tax time sneakers that they love to do to get everybody's money. February also means All-Star Weekend. And so with All-Star Weekend, you guys already know there's a lot of sneakers that are coming on the way. We've already started seeing teaser images of the LeBron 9 Big Bang. A lot of us are still recovering from spending the $250 on the Watch the Throne LeBron 9. So that in and of itself is probably like $500 right there, plus $200 fees. That's $700, plus whatever other money is coming out for other stuff that's dropping in February. It's a lot of money. You can easily rack up $1,500 to $2,000 worth of sneaker purchases. And the question is, even though these look great, they're a super clean colorway, are these a must-have? Do you have to have these? And honestly, I think these are going to be great for a lot of people to look at, but they are not going to be a must-have for a lot of people out here. Now, let me get back to the colorway because I think this is really fly. We've seen this adaptation of colorways that worked really well on one model placed into another model of sneakers. Sometimes, in my opinion, it works better than others. For instance, the Bordeaux 6s, I think, are worse than the Bordeaux 7s. However, the Cardinal 3s, they really can go side to side with the Cardinal 7s, because the Cardinal 7s, I always felt like, even though they were a super iconic sneaker, they were always a little bland. And maybe that's because the design of the Air Jordan 7 had so much going on that I like the colorways that utilize different colors and different panels of the sneaker. I think that's part of the reason why Tinker and Michael Jordan came out with so many ostentatious colorways of the 7, so that they could really highlight what each of those panels could do. I thought that was dope. But the Cardinal 7, again, iconic sneaker. We're not taking that away from MJ. MJ put a hurting on the Knicks in that shoe. He did some incredible things in that sneaker back in '92. And so the Cardinal being one of the OGs, it's only right to adapt the colorway on an Air Jordan 3. But for me, with the silhouette, the Cardinal 3 just works really, really well. Now, of course, there's no historical significance behind the Cardinal 3. It's just a good looking colorway. But I see some people are going to get some really fly fits off with these. And hey, listen, if you're playing around with a little bit of tax money, this is a solid sneaker to get. If not, even for your personal use, I'm gonna just be real with you. A lot of people are probably gonna sell these out anyway, just because it makes for good trade bait. A lot of people are going to buy these up and probably throw them on Trade Block or throw them on your favorite app, or try to figure out a way to get these out, maybe along with a couple extra pairs, to get a pair of something that's worth a lot more money on the resale market that people have probably had their eye on. So I say all that to say, don't sleep on these. Matter of fact, just don't sleep on any sneaker that's getting ready to come out, because they're all getting bought up these days. It's getting pretty ridiculous, but don't sleep on these sneakers. I wouldn't sleep on them if I were you. If you're trying to get a pair for your personal use or for whatever you want to get them for, do that. That's definitely on you. However, if you're not feeling these, or if these are an easy pass, hey, I get it. I'm not mad at it. And that's pretty much all that I got to say about these guys. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 3 Cardinal Red. Are these ones that are a must-have for your collection? Are you trying to pick these up for a little bit of trade bait? Are you going to wait to see if maybe you can finesse a better price with them, which I really don't see happening anytime soon? Or are these just going to be a hard pass so that you can hold your money maybe for something else coming down the line? Sound off down below. Let me know. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family, to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Air Jordan 3 Cardinal Red, due to drop February the 24th. And until next time, I'm out.